Hello everyone, this is Serapha. I'm playing the Dun Dun Dungeon Daiboken, the bonus game attached to Magical Bringer Korona 2. If you haven't been following along, this is a explorational JRPG style dungeon crawl, and we're currently lost in the bonus floor, which has creepy music. And we do not have the map. That's the problem. I think I'm going to switch the party around a bit. We will take Crom out and remove her equipment along the way. She can have the stronger weapon now. Because I want Noelle in the party because of her general high stats and the ability to warp back here if needed. I want Neil in the parties because she can disarm traps. Yeah, let's switch Crom out for Yuka, so I have a healer. Healing will be less effective because that's a thing that Noelle does by being in the party. Yeah, looks like she already has good equipment, so... Yuka's defense is kind of ridiculous. Which I sort of knew already, but... she's outstripping Noelle, and Noelle's using heavy armor and has high stats besides. So let's switch them. Right, because your first two party members are more likely to get hit. Of course, Yuka's also 6 levels higher, but still. Your first two party members are more likely to get hit, so you want to put the ones with the best defense there. Yeah, the save point is in a little room that's inside a room, outside of which there's a corridor that goes around it, but it also has, outside of the doors on both sides, what looks like a thing you can go through, but if you try to, it just sends you back to the tile you were just on. Okay, so... yeah, I'm pretty sure each of the corners around the room has one of those things on it that it makes you face a random direction. I'm just turning around trying to see this spot. 2 of the exits are distinctive, so I'm guessing, yes, this gets you back here. So if you take the 2 that are distinctive, the 2 that are not distinctive are the borders of the room with the save point, so the leftmost one of those gets you back to that door. Let's try going this way. Okay, looks like there was a teleporter there. We'll just keep going down this hallway. Here's a fork. I think we've been in here. I think this has some treasure. This also connects to something else, which should be in the same general area. Now, this is locked and there's no keyhole. So something else will open that. And this is a 4-way passage where all 4 directions look the same. And this is a 4-way passage where one direction looks different. A 4-way passage that all looks the same. We're probably back where we just were. Yeah, here one direction looks different. Let's try that direction. Okay, that kind of warped us to something else, it looks like. This is a spot we just were. Here we've got some distinctive looking architecture. Try going through the middle. Y'all disarmed a trap. That's why I have her in the party. Okay, you can kind of circle around where the trap is. And this all connects to the same spot. Let's try over here. No, that's the unopenable door. Just saw a door over there. Oh, we got monsters. Where's that Alurame? There's only 2 of them. We'll see how normal attacks do. Noelle doing 181. Cal 107, Korona 212. Yeah, Korona hits hard. Yuka with 14. She's not really an attacker. Like Poison Tentacles, and the mirror reflects partial damage. Okay, one down. Poison Tentacles, did not poison. Okay. Alright, there are two doors here. Let's try the left turn one first. Left turn isn't a word, but it kind of feels like it should be. Alright, we'll have our Korona Blaster that. Yuka. Yeah, I'll preemptively have her go down heal. By the time her turn comes up, I'll probably need it. Yeah, Mercury Drive you cannot use in combat because that's the thing that warps you to the stairs. Which makes it useful, but not when you're fighting things. Let's see, try the Demon 72 on the dragons. Yeah, that even does meaningful damage to Yuka, so they're pretty strong. It's a kind of high-speed punch. Dodge. Good damage when they don't dodge it, though. One down, two down. Alright, so there's one of those left, and those are weak against fire, so... That wasn't enough to take it out, but it was still good damage. We'll focus on the flower first, because Dragon's so fast he's going fast first regardless. Right, and this is the one that dodged, so it still has a lot of health left. Okay, 32,000 plus experience, 25 coins. Yeah, 4-9 is not a good place to get money. Okay, let's do Korona Guns Blazing on the bigger stack. That's a stronger fire attack, and that is taking them out. They have a blood-sucking ability that recovers some of their health. Not a whole lot, though. And those are down. Y'all's gaining level. Pretty decent all around. But yeah, these two doors, I must have been here already, because they're cleaned out already. Alright, we'll try going one left from there. I feel like I've seen this spot before. Alright, Korona Legend, that will hit everything. Y'all can Invisible Predator those, and did I have an all... Yes, this is an all-enemy magic type attack. I don't want to use fire on the dragons because they have fire resist. Same with Gluttony. It's just magic type damage, which the Evil Eye is weak against. And one dodge. But we are down to one dragon now. Let's heal a bit. 130, That's still a decent amount, even with Noel having it. Okay, so that's just a thing you can go around. Let's try going this way. If we have a fork in the path, go straight. Magician, level 50. Alright, Korona Gun Blazing those. Invisible Predator, did she have a physical attack? Poison Tail. That's a lot of damage. Almost 1,000. So they have an armor break spell, that's defense down. Fires Don Mako at Korona. Korona gun blazing. We'll take these out if they don't dodge. I guess I got a bad roll on the one. Random number generator strikes again. But reflected damage from attacking Yuka finished it off. That's another reason to have Yuka in the party. It's not a huge gain to your damage output. So I think it's like a quarter of the damage she takes gets reflected. But it's still something. Okay, that looked weird. I think what was happening here is it's wrapping around the central area. Okay, so this was the save point here. Stuck in here just to recover. And save progress. Such as it is. Alright, so the exit... The intersection at the southern end from the right-hand exit, left-hand exit, has some distinctive things if you turn around. This one, I'm not sure. Let's try a Poison Tail on that. That's a lot of damage. And it's relatively inexpensive. The main drawback is it only hits one enemy. Like Dragon raises an attack, so that's fine by me, because we're finishing it off this round anyway. Yeah, all four directions look the same here. Four dragons. Alright, get the heal queued up. Invisible Predator, and... yeah, that's Tempest then. High Speed Punch on Yuka, 1 damage. High Speed Punch on y'all, 91 damage. High Speed Punch on y'all, 118. High Speed Punch on Korona, 30. And another one that missed. The one on Korona also missed. One on Yuka, missed. 43 damage Korona. I think this is just their basic attack, which hits twice. Or they attack twice. Okay, that's good damage, but most of them dodged. And there's really nothing you can do about that. Just enemies have a chance to dodge, and if they dodge, they dodge. Alright, set up another Korona Legend. Alright, Dragon punched his fist and cried out and gained 31 attack. This is the... Is that the same attack or is it a different one? No, that's like yeah, that's a high speed punch, that's a normal attack. The other one had an extra kanji in there. And it only gets... they only get one of them, but it hurts a lot more. Alright, 2 dragons down. Heal up here. Yeah, that's enough to even hurt Yuka. Excuse me. A bit of mucus in my throat. Noelle is gaining level. Noelle gets good attack gains. And they dropped a dragon mail. I assume that's from the dragon. Yep, dragon can drop dragon mail. That's the more common thing. I think the rare drop is y'all's best weapon. Some kind of fist thing. So who could use dragon mail again? I think I had one from a chest earlier. Dragon Mail, Korona, Pleiad, Y'all, Crom, Noel. So Korona's already using it. Y'all needs the defense more, so... Minus 20 speed, though. How would it be for Noel? Dragon Mail... Plus 5 defense, minus 10 speed. Yeah, let's put on Y'all just so she has the defense. That will pretty much guarantee that Noel goes first unless I'm facing fast enemies. Alright, so we have a T-junction here. Let's go left. I feel like I've done this already. Alright, so let's go back to the right then. Yeah, this has that little cube there. Right, and each time you turn, that counts as moving, so there's a chance of running into enemies. I believe it's a 1% chance, but 1% is not 0. I didn't catch what that was, but it hurt. One down. Armor break. So that's defense down. But we should finish it off with this round before I could do anything. Yep. Right, we'll try going left up from the cube spot. And we're at another intersection. Right, Grounded Gun Blazing, Invisible Predator, and Tempest. Yeah, that's a high-speed fist. Which they get 2 of. And all 3 of them did that, so that's 6 attacks. Although it looks like one of them got another attack. Yeah, dragons were down, so Invisible Predator got redirected to the other stack. Okay, we've been here. Let's try going left. Okay, this is the spot with these weird little... yeah, little walls and passages around them. There's a trap. We've been here. This was where... I don't know that it was where anything was, but it does connect 2 spots. Alright, one of those is places where everything looks the same. And this comes to another intersection. No, that's not right. I was going to say, I think that's the save room, the side between them, but that can't be right, because if this was the save room, it would have a door on the side. If I'm where I think I am. Which is not guaranteed. Alright, let's go away from that. And these all look the same. And we're back to the spot, so no. Go straight here. There's a door there, that might be a good sign. Yeah, that's their stronger attack. That's the regular one. Okay, so I see a door up ahead. This is the save room. So we were out the left door. I'm trying to make like a mental map of where we have and haven't been, but it's tricky. Alright, so if we go to the... Well, assuming the door is oriented so that the part of the door you come out of is north, then this is the northeast corner. And all of the exits look the same. Alright, so that goes to there. Have I been here? Yes. That's the locked door. Alright, burn a legend to hopefully mop up anything that survives. Sin of Gluttony will weaken the dragons who should take down the evil eyes. Okay, and they both raise their own attack power, which is... everything's dodging. I was going to say, the raising their attack power is not ideal, but at least it means they're not doing anything this round that hurts directly. Burn a Legend. Invisible Predator. I'll try Sin of Gluttony again. Okay, that's high-speed combo, basically. So, high-speed combo instead of high-speed punch. More damage. Yeah, one of the dragons dodged, but at least the evil eyes are dealt with. They are status attackers. Right, so this is that spot with those doors there. Yeah, this is the spot with those weird little corridors all over the place. That was the locked door. Locked door again. Been this way? Yeah, I have. I'll disarm the trap. I'll disarm the trap. I'm not sure I've been here, though. And we're getting back to these corridors with the random stuff. Alright, might as well save again. And heal. Let's see if there's anything distinctive with the northwestern junction. Okay, so the northwestern one is where you can see something to one direction. If I go left from here, that gets us back to the save point. So if I go this way, it will keep going north. Have I been here? I don't know. Burn a Legend. Abyssal Predator. Sin of Gluttony. Yeah, the normal attack isn't that bad. It's just annoying that they attack twice. And we're only taking down one of them. Oh, two. Yuka did just enough damage to finish that off. Again, she's not much of an attacker, but sometimes even the littlest amount helps. Wait, No map, so I can't check it. Okay, that popped us across something. Okay, we're back to the spot with all the little side corridors. Okay, that's one of those little teleport spots. Okay, we're back near the save point. This is one of those where everything looks the same. We're back at the northwest of the save point. Okay. These I can deal with really easily as long as this doesn't miss just ground zero. Burning everything away with the flames of hell. When you have enemies that are weak against fire, that will deal with them very quickly. You go with your typical high defense gain and not much else. Well, spirit. Right, this was the southwest junction. If I remember right, this gets us back there. Yep. So west is distinctive, south is distinctive. And this is the southeast junction where everything looks the same. Okay, that's the save point, so that was north. That was north again. This is going somewhere different. But I feel like I've been there already and it didn't have anything. That was north. That's north again. Yeah, the spots that turn you around are really annoying. Because without a map, and without any visible landmarks, you have no way of telling which way you're facing. Oh, we got a barrier shield. I think that's new. So we go into shields, barrier shield, 12 defense, sealed immunity, and basically everyone can use it. It's only Korona that can't, and I'm pretty sure it's Korona can't because she has a two-handed weapon at all times. That's the only reason. Let's give that to Yuka to give her sealed immunity. And a little more defense. Not that she really needs more defense, but... yeah, and everyone else is using two-handed weapons anyway. Do I have a decent one-handed weapon to give her? Combat Knight's not bad. Oh yeah, this is actually an improvement. So she can use the plastic shield to get a more defense. Okay. And let's save that. So as I've mentioned, the rare drops down here are pretty darn rare. Yeah, Magician drops Barrier Shield as the rarer drop. We've yet seen nothing from the other two enemies, and have not seen the rare drop from the dragon. I feel like we've gone to everything we can reasonably get to from the south, west, and northwest spots. Let's try the northeast and southeast. Yep, and that causes poison as well as damage, although it's not like the Magician survived it anyway. I can't imagine there are many things that would survive that other than bosses, and bosses are immune to status effects regardless. So yeah, every exit from this northeast junction looks the same. I feel like we've been here. Your armor break. Danmaku on Yuka, not much damage. That counts as a physical attack because it's just the regular, normal attack. A lot of armor break going on. There is a limit to how much stats can be lowered. I think it's 50%. Yep, I forgot to read that again, but it kind of hurts. It's probably their strongest attack. Oh, y'all's gaining a level. Not bad. Yep, that was the locked door. Y'all disarmed a trap. Okay, this was this spot. You know what? Let's see how Ground Zero does on Magicians. Okay, they have high enough magic defense that's moderately weakened, but they're not specifically resistant to fire. Not there. That was one of the spots adjacent to the save room, but I just forget which way was which. Yeah, let's just have Noel nuke them again. That works. Alright, so right from that was not to the save point. Left from that was to the save point. Okay. Just drop in here quick enough to recover. Mostly for MP. Having Noelle nuke things is pretty effective, but it takes a lot out of her. That's an expensive skill. Alright, that just sent us right back to the save point. Trap disarm. Yeah, I can't remember if I've been here or not. Which is the trouble with not having a map. Okay, that took a lot of MP from Korona, but it's good damage. Korona gained a level HP MP, attack defense speed, spirit luck. Y'all failed to disarm a trap, minus ions fill the area. Yuka's MP is to 0, but everyone else dodged it. Okay, I feel like we've been here before. Yeah. It's this spot. One dragon down. Alright, get the attack up. And we did not finish it off. So this will hurt a little more. Y'all successfully disarmed a trap. Now we're back here. Let's nuke these. Yeah, it gets the job done. In this way? I feel like probably. No, just use Cinder Button. That hits everything and it's enough to take out the Evil Eyes. So no need to use Tempest on them specifically. Right, you attempted a status effect, the status effect failed. Status effect failed. I was gaining awful? That doesn't hurt. Yeah, I feel like I don't know where I'm going, which is a familiar thing for this area. Yeah, we've been there. This is locked. Yeah. So if I'm remembering right, this will get us back to the save point? Yes. Now we can rest to recover everyone's MP. And health, but especially MP. Okay. I feel like that chest is important. It's like taunting me. That just goes back to an intersection. So does that. Might have been the same spot, actually. That goes back to the save point. That's an intersection. This is different. So magic attack on all of these. We have a dodge. But the others are all dealt with. That wasn't so bad. Second is straight or right. There's another intersection, so let's go back. And yeah, this is this block. Let's see how Ground Zero does on Eagle Eyes. Good enough. Yeah, I think they're just using random status attacks. So it actually says random in the attack description. One dragon, two Rosa Runners. So we'll gun blazing that. And try the poison tail. Smack. That got the job done. Anyway, don't use ground zero on these because dragons resist fire. And the random status made Korona fall asleep. Let's do another Cinder Gluttony. Korona got hit and woke up. And the dragon dodged. And only Yuka hit that round, which is kind of annoying. But then the reflect damage took it down. Okay, that's a room with nothing in it. Yeah, we keep running into junctions. That was this spot. Let's go somewhere. Not really. I feel like I have to keep trying the doors because one of them might be one I haven't been to before. Oh, there's a save point again. We're not making much progress, but we did get some drops. We're gaining experience and levels. I feel like I'm starting to get a slightly better feel for navigating the area. We got that chest over there. Poison tail works. It did a random, the random did nothing. I don't think of it. How is their status going? 67, 58, 49, 53. I think it's her level and her luck that affect trap disarming, so that's why I have the accessory, the Thieves Tool that boosted, and the Rabbit's Tail. That's just another one of those. I feel like I want to look around here more, but I'm not sure if that's... I don't know. I don't know if I'm just imagining things or if this is something I haven't explored enough. Y'all's paralyzed. And that does not wear off on its own. So we will have Yuka cure it. I'll disarm several traps. We've already been here. But have we been here? This doesn't look familiar. Or maybe it does. Wait. I think this is new. Kill those with fire. Korona did not get poisoned. And they both dropped a rosary. Or rosario. So that I'm pretty sure was an accessory. What did it do, though? 15 spirit. And anyone can use it, so if you want to boost your magic, that's the way to do it. Was that the rare drop or the common drop? Because it's kind of weird that they both dropped one. That's the more common drop. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to put that on anyone at the moment, though. Okay, so here... more enemies. So this seems to be a placed encounter and not a random encounter. So that suggests they may be guarding something, which is a good sign. There's a chest. That could be important. One dragon down, but the other one not. No, well dodged. Y'all is gaining awful. There's your 3 luck. So that helps. 4 magicians, 3 dragons. Let's Sin of Gluttony and see how that goes. They're beating up on our Korona. Alright, magicians resist magic, and Sin of Gluttony is just plain magic. Korona is getting beaten up. Black Hole Summon will not work because everyone has instant death immunity. Okay, so Korona's not looking good. We'll have Yuka try and heal. Yeah, Korona's down. Which means even more attacks will be hitting Yuka. Alright, that'll deal with the magicians. It will do some damage to the dragons. And it looks like it was enough. Got another barrier shield. I'll put that on y'all. 4 more defense and silence immunity. This one was 35. I almost don't trust this, but no, we got there. It's the map. Finally. Right. This 4-9 is divided into 4 sections. This is, I think, the northeast section, because the outer part of the map is, yeah. So there's an area around the save point that's just all in here. And then there's an outer ring beyond that you can't get to directly because of the area being weird. So if I come up here, This is still behaving itself. But as soon as I go there, it wraps around to the other side of the inner portion. Yeah, this area is not behaving itself. But we did get the map, and that's a big deal. Okay, there's nothing on this side of this. Bonking your head on the wall also counts as movement, so it has a chance of summoning enemies. Okay, evil eyes are not specifically weak to fire, but it's strong enough that it will blast them anyway. Yuka is gaining level, health, mana, a lot of defense again. Okay, so... Oh, nice. Investigate. Door. And that's one way out of the center portion. But yeah, I'll heal, get in one encounter, and then go back and save. Yep, there's a spiral, because of course it is. So, one encounter with new enemies. The outer section of the map has different enemies. But it also has the same things as the center. That wrapped around. There's one. Baal cosplay. Or Baal is the usual pronunciation. Let's just nuke them. And that did it. So if I go into the monster guide, on the last page, we now have something new here. Baal cosplay, pretty high attack, pretty low defense and speed, pretty high spirit, weak against lightning, resistant to water. They actually drop money. Any money, let's see. I think that's saying something about leveraging money to pretend to be or take on the appearance of the Demon Lord Baal. That doesn't seem terribly convincing unless the Demon Lord Baal is a frog with a wig, but it's saying something about apparently they're the type that goes for form over substance, basically. And this, I think, yeah, if you go in here, this just takes you back into the center. But if I try to go back this way, it wraps around, and you can't get back out. So effectively, there's a one-way shield around the entire center portion of the map. Noah is basically out of MP, so this is a good time to port back to the save point and stop. And there's one of these left, and this should take it down. Before we go, though, I want to check if there's a door into that. And there's that thing I failed to read again. Yes, there's a door here. So that also gets us out of the center area. But yeah, for now I want to warp back to the save point. Technically speaking, you're warping to the stairs, but the stairs are right next to the save point, and... Huh. I never stepped on that before? Just filling those bits of the map. Okay, so I got to the other side of this at one point. And there, yeah, when you're going through, you step on this just long enough for the map to register it before you get sent back here. Same thing on this side. I'm not sure... Oh, right, because when you step on there, you get sent back there, so I must have come across here and bonk. But yeah, as I said, there are the swirly traps at all 4 intersections outside your save point. And these all wrap around to the opposite end of the center area. Alright, we got the map. This is a big deal. This will make exploring actually realistic for next time. Yeah, come back next week. We'll start exploring more. There is more of the center area to fill out, and there is a lot more outside of the center area. You can check the archives to see the playthrough up to this point in the live stream section, in the not live streamed, whatever YouTube calls it. There's the playthrough of the story that this is attached to, as well as a summary of that's the one that this is a sequel to, and a bunch of other stuff. So right now I am playing through Rain World, and that has been interesting. But yeah, until next week, this has been Arafel. I'm playing the Dungeon Daiboken, and enjoy your weekend.